Representative
Mr. Speaker.
Marumoto.
Thank you. I rise in opposition to this measure.
Okay, please proceed in opposition.
I guess I've been opposed to this bill since its inception. Although the Governor's Justice Reinvestment Act contains some good features, I think this is primarily a cost-saving measure for this administration and not true prison reform. Let me just mention the parts that I like. First, and long overdue, attention will be paid to increase restitution paid to victims of crimes. Secondly, we'll be bringing back prisoners from the mainland, and I suppose their families will be grateful for that. Third, released prisoners will be offered more programs to help them reintegrate back into society. Fourth, it is true that releasing prisoners is a cost-saving measure, since housing them now costs $190 million. Any savings would be appreciated. And considering that we spend only $8,000 per public school student, we can prioritize the savings into our educational system. However, there are features in this bill that may be detrimental and even dangerous to public safety. This bill is based on recommendations of the Justice Reinvestment Working Group, working together with the Council of State Governments Justice Center. Excuse me. It aims to, and I quote, to improve the criminal justice system, relying on the Department of Public Safety, Hawaii Paroling Authority, and Adult Probation Services to effectively implement changes to policies and practices, end quote. It will do this by reducing, and here I'm going to quote part 1 of the bill, the current incarcerated population and generate savings of approximately 500 beds and $9 million by the end of fiscal year 2013, 850 beds and $19 million by fiscal year 2014, and 1,050 beds and $26 million in fiscal year 2015, end quote. That means the first year of the program, 500 prisoners will be released. Year 2, 350 more prisoners and 200 more in year 3. In my humble and uneducated estimation, this is kapakahi. I think we should start out small and enlarge the program gradually. Why start the first year with 500 releases? I also question whether we will have the necessary programs and personnel in place for year 1. Will drug and alcohol treatment, counseling, vocational training, or halfway houses be ready? Will there be jobs for these people? The plan outlines releasing 1,050 prisoners in the first 3 years of the program, and it will sunset in 2018, 6 years. 2018, I figure, is when this administration may hope to exit the scene. So that's why I wonder whether this is prison reform or a cost-saving device for this administration. The program, as described in earlier versions of this bill, called for the release of Class A felons 18 months before the end of their terms. Class B and C would not be released as soon or as early. Why is this? I'm sure there must be a rational explanation. I would release Class C felons sooner than Class A felons. This would appear to increase the danger to public safety. Even with programs supporting released prisoners, the recidivism rate approaches 50%. I share Prosecutor Keith Kanashiro's skepticism. We should go slow in releasing prisoners to increase public safety and have people and programs in place to better their chances of success. This is important for the sake of the released prisoners, their families, and the community. We should re-examine the features of this release program and consider and design a better long-term program and consider all these things as well as public safety. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.